Well, this is one of those things when you know, and it just is what it is. We were waiting on that, Tyler. We were waiting. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Listen, this is my review for Divorce Sisters. This is season 1, episode 5. And that's all I can really say is we knew it was coming. We kind of knew it was coming. It all was leading up to it. And it's like, okay, whatever. We'll get to that. But let's go to this. Tiffany, you wear me thin. You are wearing me thin. You have this whole thing going on where you haven't dated because you were hurt. And I don't like this. Like, I don't like the writing on this because everything went to the wind. I mean, now, granted, Javon is sharp. He really is sharp. But we gave Geneva too much. Like, she's just too willing to throw everything to the wind with Javon. What is it about Javon that she just is willing to just throw it all away? I mean, yeah, he's fine, but in the grand scheme of things, when you really look at him, like, his approach is kind of too, something just don't sit right. You know, and it's not just because I'm sitting watching and I know like everything. His approach tells me something ain't right. Nobody has ever told you nothing about him. Nobody has never mentioned him in this circle of friends. You can't see any of the electricity between him and Geneva. Hell, for that fact, William, you can't see any of the Javon stuff. Javon is diabolical. I keep using that word. Diabolical. And nobody sees it but Geneva. I said, okay, whatever. Geneva and Tiffany are sitting there having this conversation. Geneva, you know what Tiffany, you know what Geneva's saying. You don't want to hear it. Like, you understand, girl, you're quick. You're smart. You could pick up on what she's saying. She's saying it's a no-go. You just don't want to know. You don't want to know. So I'm telling you, as we move forth in this, however shook or stomped and trampled that you get in this, I can probably tell y'all I ain't going to feel too sorry for Tiffany, because Tiffany is literally throwing Tiffany away at this point. For what? If it's a physical thing, sure. Like, if it was like the physicality, I'd say, girl, you know, bang them out and move it on. Go on and have it. But no, you are like, oh, he's great. It's only been a couple hours. Oh, he's wonderful. He's fabulous. No, he's sharp. He's cute. He's cute. He's pleasing to the eye. That's all it is. He's pleasing to the eye. The way they built her character doesn't even say that she would even move like this, but whatever. But she hears Geneva. She just don't want to hear Geneva. And Geneva, you tripping. Like, you really are digmatized, like real bad, like to the point where it's kind of embarrassing. Like, girl, you are all wrapped up and you mad at everybody but Javon. You angry with William. You're angry with Tiffany. Girl, you mad at everybody but Javon. Crazy. Bridget and Vaughn. You another one. I'm just sitting there watching and I'm like, all right. Can't feel sorry for you, Bridget, because you keep asking yourself, what am I doing? And everybody around you is saying, what are you doing? Getting dick down. That's all. He cute. Body's nice. Corey's tearing that little thing up. He's tearing that little cat up, honey. That's all that is. That's all that is. And again, it's to the point that it's kind of embarrassing. Like, girl, it's fine, but there's no way he'd be staying in your house. That's crazy. And he started telling you, you sounding like my mama. You sound like my mama. I'm like, I was sitting there saying, so how many times he gonna say this to her before she sent him on over there to his mama? Because I'd have been highly offended. Highly offended. How many times he gonna say it before you send him to his mammy? And just kept going, kept going, kept going. Then here comes Calvin. And I'm sitting there saying, the way that Calvin is written in, Calvin clearly has a thing for Bridget. It's not written into the storyline, though. I mean, well, kind of. Like, it's like they're building it. But the way that it's been placed and presented, Tyler, this is on you. This is on you, Tyler. The way you've placed and presented Calvin to us is like Calvin has this pining thing. But it seems it comes across like they actually might have had dealings prior. Is that just me? Y'all leave it in the comments. Does it feel as though Tiffany and Calvin might have had something prior? Did I miss something? But that's how it kind of sits. And like he tells her what all she needs to know. This little thing, he come there to get his key. Old boy run around, he don't have his key. And he's like, I don't got it. He's like, yes, he does. This, that, and the other. He's at the door. Then it's this back and forth. He's yelling at her. And he pretended to be asleep first. Offensive. He pretended, you're in her house. You don't work. She working. She taking care of you. Your punk ass is kind of rush her out of the door because you want free reign of her house while she at work. Bridget, you get whatever you get. Because it's one thing to look a fool. It's another to be a fool. You ain't even playing a fool. You a damn fool. Because I just can't see it. I literally can't see me walking out of here, going somewhere, putting in 8, 10, 12 hours, and some nigga using my phone all in and out my refrigerator, doing whatever with whoever, house and never, around at my house while I'm at work. I don't know why, but that don't flow through my blood properly. Never has and never will. Taking care of grown people, no. People in my house, when I ain't in my house, just kind of irritates me. Even when you get grown kids, why are you in my house while I'm not in my house? Why ain't you got somewhere to go? What's really going on? I don't know. That just don't flow through my veins right. Somebody stomping around my place like they own it. I don't like that. Anyway, moving right along. So she sends Calvin up to the bedroom. So Calvin go up to the bedroom. Now I kind of understood this a little bit. He's standing over. See, she put herself in this crazy position where you got one man standing over another man, yelling and screaming and talking smack to him. But then that just went to show how crazy. See, because Vaughn not all there. Vaughn is not all there. That whole jumping up, this is my shirt, this is my. You let this nigga in my house. I'm like, drunk and angry mouths speak truth. You have to listen. You've got to listen. Listen to what's being said. He was talking to you about what you, Tiffany, I'm talking to you. Not Tiffany, I'm sorry, Bridget, I'm talking to you. He's talking to you about what, basically chastising you about what you let go on with him in his house. Bridget, dear, I thought that was your house. I thought you paid all the bills. I thought he was unemployed. When did it become his house? And it's his house, singular, not our house, plural. His house. singular. And how dare you let him do this, and this in my house? This is my child. That's what he said. That's what I heard. Wow. That's what I heard. And you were standing there looking stupid. With the rent payment or the mortgage payment in your purse. Girl, you got to be a damn fool. And they got to fighting. And I knew something was, I said, what is going on? What's going on? And I noticed right away that Calvin was pushing Vaughn. Calvin was pushing Vaughn, and Vaughn was punching Calvin. And then Vaughn basically beat Calvin's ass. And the way he approached him, it sat very strange with me that the way that he approached Vaughn to literally accept that type of ass whooping. I'm like, wow, wait a minute, Calvin, you did all this gum bumping and you ran. I mean, literally, you did run up on him in a bedroom, screaming and yelling and standing over top of him. Like, you really did. And really? And you've had all these things to say, and then you got your ass whooped. I mean, there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about you got your ass whooped. Then you're like, get off me. They did knock Bridget down on the floor. And old boy was getting ready to, like, where he got so mad, he get ready to crash him over the head. He ready to take him out. I was like, what's up with the click switch with him? He was ready to take him out. He was ready to smash him in the top of his face with a vase. There were so many problematic things. And he knocked you down. He didn't pick you up. He didn't say sorry. He basically let you know why you ended up down there. And he was steady going on about how he will take old boy up out of here. And then Calvin told her, get off of me. When you try to help Calvin, he said, get off of me. He's like, girl, you got me ready to kill this man. And he went on. Now, that sat real strange with me. I put a pin in it. But then I found out later, just like she found out later, when she was actually speaking about it, she literally was speaking about it to Tiffany later on in the episode. And she told her, she said, yeah, you like basically was bragging about it. Girl, I know Calvin's going to be sore because you got whatever that is you got with Vaughn. You don't really see, because you toxic to yourself. You don't really see that Calvin got your best interest at hand. You are so dickmatized that you don't see it. You kind of thought it was kind of funny that Calvin took that ass whooping. I know Calvin's going to be sore. And Tiffany put you up on game and said, that's interesting. I can't believe Calvin actually let Vaughn beat him up like that, because I'm sure he could really lay Vaughn down if he wanted to. And she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm like, yeah, what do you mean, Tiffany? He's a professional boxer. He can't use his hands on Vaughn the way that he would have liked to use his hands on Vaughn. He'd end up in jail. So we're just feeling real stupid. But I sat there, and the fact that you even took it to Tiffany, and I'm going to tell you, because at first I kept saying, well, maybe the Calvin Tiffany thing, that would be real cute. You know what I mean? Because they look like, Calvin looked like he would be a better match for Tiffany. But you don't even deserve Calvin, Tiffany. You kind of deserve whatever you get from Vaughn. I secretly want to see Vaughn dog you out a little bit more. I want to see how much more Vaughn could actually do to you. Just for fun. Let's just see. Because you don't deserve Calvin. Calvin deserved to go on about his business and leave you and Vaughn alone. He need to give y'all a good letting alone, because you will have Calvin actually take fawn up out of here and be jammed up in all for what? Because you're not worth it. You're not worth it. Your whole character all together. You an ass kisser. You a little bit of a clout chaser. And you passive all the way around. First lady is your good Judy. And you have a job where you are required to kiss her ass all day long. It's not very respectful at all. Your relationship with him, not cute to me. Not at all. Not at all. I don't even know how you be friends with a person that have that type of relationship. Yes, ma'am, and this, that, and the other, and yeah, let me wring your panties out. And so no, you kind of seem like an underling to me. You don't, yeah. Not impressed with you. Anyway, moving right along. That could just be me. Whatever. I don't care. It is what it is. Y'all go put it in the comments. Tell me what you think, James. That ain't right. It may not be right, but that's how I look at her. She is the weakest link. Bye. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Indentured slave much, bitch? Get on out of here. Anyhow, moving right along. Jeff and the son. Okay, the son, he definitely needs chin check. I need some money. Who are you talking to? I need it for a new computer because the old one's this, that, and that. Jeff is so tapped out. Where's your mother? And we notice right away, mother ain't even been nowhere near bed. The bed's still freshly made up, and this, that, thing, and the other. Where's your mother? Where's your mother? This, that, thing, and the other. Then here come the daughter. She want to know where's the mother, because the mother, she ain't seen the mother. Nobody knows where the mother is. First thing in the morning, Jeff getting a call. He get a call from old boy. That's your first call of the day. Your assistant. And both of these assistants in this, but well, his assistant don't yes sir him much and all that. But he's very, very attentive, but we think for other reasons. I think he got a little thing. You know, he really wants your best for you. Mm-hmm. So everybody's kind of looking for him. Mm-hmm. Then when a little girl has her back and forth with Jeff, she's just giving it to him. And she tells him, you know what? I know the game, see. I know the game. You going to give me only enough information so that you're not being caught in a lie. Now, I can't even lie. She up on game. Like she literally, Kelly brought it. She's up on game. She's telling her father, nigga, you a hypocrite. You ain't shit about no church or none of that. I see you through the bullshit, and that just is what it is. But then she swung it around with, are you and mom getting ready to get a divorce? She ain't in no guest room. I ain't seen her. You keep trying to send me to find her. I don't know. She ain't came up in here. I don't know what you're talking about, but are y'all getting divorced? But here's the thing, Papa. If you get a divorce, I'm going with you. I'm staying with you. I'm not going with her. I said, oh. Now that told me a whole lot about Miss Kelly. Now there is a thing when it comes to a heterosexual couple. When it comes to a heterosexual couple, it just kind of, we all know it's kind of like daddy's little girl and mama's little boy. The boys generally lean toward the mama and the girls lean toward their daddies. That is normal. That's normal heterosexual. That's heterosexual norms is what that is. But generally, when a man is as abusive mentally as Jeff is open, because he is openly mentally abusive to his wife. The kids generally side with their mother, both, especially the girl, especially at that age. So I was like, wow. She really is his daughter. She really got a lot of his traits. I said, wow, she's interesting. She's interesting. So we go through the whole episode. You know who actually finds the mother? The kids. They actually found Rashida in the car. Rashida literally done sat there. She was just spent. Now that's who I felt bad for. That's who I felt bad for because she knows that she has an issue. She knows her marriage is in trouble. But she just didn't know exactly how far gone that it actually was. And yeah, that whole thing of he didn't open the door for me. That was that trigger thing. I'm gonna say I got it because I'm very much that way. I'm very much that way. I one of the things about me that I would change if I really could, I do take too much before I flip. Before I flip. I take too much. That's something that me and my mother always talk about because my mother is the total opposite. My mother see bullshit a mile away and my mother reacts immediately when she sees anything that looks like it's coming down the bullshit trail. I'm going to try to work with it. I'm going to try well, we can fix it. And it ain't got to be. And then whenever I trigger, I don't never know what it is that's going to trigger me. I don't know how it's going to trigger me. But when it triggers me, the trigger ain't never nice. My dismount out of the backflip ain't never nice. And it's very much permanent. And I be done. I don't feel the need to explain to you what happened. And if you try to force me into an explanation, I will go off and tear your damn head off. So that's one of the things that I would change about myself if I could immediately, that I don't take so much before I end up snapping, because I see it. You know, I see it. I can see the forest through the trees. I see it when she be fucked up. And then, you know what I mean? So, but Rashida, she just kind of, that's where she's at with it. And that it was just something so why? Why was that the trigger? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I can't tell you why that was the trigger, but I definitely understood it. I understood something to be, most people be like, well, why that? It could be a phrase. It could be a movement. It just, I don't know why my trigger ends up being my trigger and it don't be the same all the time. But anyway, that's what it was. She got triggered with the he didn't open the door, and she literally sat in the car until she literally basically passed out in the car. She had passed out in the car, and the kids found her in the car, and they're like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on? They see there's something definitely wrong. And it definitely has something to do with these two. This nigga done sat up in the bed, sleep all night. He slept like a baby. He literally slept like a baby. He was so snug and a bug and pretty. Let me do that again. Let me do that again. For the ones in the back that didn't just notice what I just did. If you new here, you may not have caught what I just gave y'all. But if you've been here with me anytime, you know what I just gave you. He was so asleep and laying so pretty in that bed. Oh yes, answer that phone for old boy, sorry. They called. Oh no. Okay, yeah, no, I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get dressed. And I'll call you when I'm in the car. Okay, bye. Real Jeff? Wife outside in the park, in the driveway, sleep in the car, in her gown. You ain't get up in the middle of the night to go piss, nothing, and notice that she ain't over there. You just slept like the queen of the castle. One more pen. You just laid up there and slept like the queen of the castle when the real queen was outside in the rolls. beautiful blonde head linked up against the window. Really? Really? Yeah, okay. And the kids questioning her, so she literally snapped on them, was like, go get on the bus. Go get on the bus. And the daughter, that daughter, she's alive. I'm looking at her like, girl, I don't know what you need to do with her. Throw some holy water on her, shake her, something, maybe a little bit, something. That your daughter, girl, your daughter is a piece of nasty work, honey. But yeah, and the daughter sees the son don't care. The son is self-centered as shit. But the daughter sees it all. But she's so much like her daddy that she can't even identify with you and what you got going on, baby. Now she's the character that I feel sorry for. When she got up down, he ended up coming down there, and he's still so disconnected, playing past her. She said, you didn't open the door for me. He's like, I can't believe you stayed out there all night. Do you have to be so dramatic? And it's that, again, queen on queen. Queen on queen. Whole argument was queen on queen. And I was like, this is crazy. What am I watching here? Then I said, stop it. You know what you're watching. You just waiting on Tyler to give you the punchline. But you of all people, sir, SpillitBoyTV, you know exactly what you watching. You know. I said, okay, so let's put a pin right there, and then we're going to come back to it. Let's go over here to Naomi's and deal with Naomi, Javon, and Geneva. They finally get Naomi out. Naomi's ass drunk. She's drunk. She's disgusted. They tore her dress. Javon is literally just doing what he's doing, being diabolical. Everything is so on purpose. Give me your number here. Put my number in your phone. Oh, yeah. All of this, he's doing all of this playing in Tiffany's face to piss off Geneva. And Geneva, whatever, Geneva, because the fact that you're letting it actually bother you, he's not your man. He's not your man. The fact that you are entertaining it to the point that you're getting an attitude, girl, you need to sit your ass down somewhere. You don't even know who to be mad at. But it ain't William. William is in his own world. William is like in La La Land. And something with me, why do it feel like William is screwing the nanny? Is that me? It just it feels like not, I don't feel like it's a situation where he would ever make a relationship with the nanny, but it just feels like when Geneva is so disconnected, like maybe he be taking Consuela and giving Consuela that work real fast. Because she's just so happy to run behind him. You want to do this, that, and the other for me? And I can see that now. If I was writing, that's what it would be. If I was writing, that's what it would be. Because, I mean, he deals with Consuela like he be giving Consuela that meat. And maybe Consuela, she just getting her paycheck and hanging on that maybe one day Miss Geneva just won't come home, honey, and then it'll be mine. It's my daughter and my man, bitch. That's how it reads. So I say all that to say this: I don't trust William either. Okay, so that's that. By the time they get to the house, because they go to Naomi's house, Javon is still driving Geneva's car. He drove Geneva's car over there. Then he said he's going to go ahead and take a Uber or Lyft or whatever on home. And he set up the whole date with Tiffany for later on that night and all of that. And I told y'all he's diabolical. They go on. They get in the house because Geneva stops him. She's like, dude, Tiffany's like, you want to come in and wait on your ride? And he's like, oh. And Geneva will shut it down. She's like, no, he don't. He's staying right here. None of this is clicking to you, Tiffany. Then it start to click, and you're saying, Like, why you being mean to him? Like, why you were getting on my nerves. Because again, you understand some of what's happening. You understand there's more to it, but you don't want to understand. So you're pissing me off. But they go in, her house is a mess. Her house is a mess. They done ran through, they done rummaged through her things. She drunk. She want to get more drunk. She's doing the self-pity. I'm a sue him. I'm a sue him. Girl, shut up. Shut up. And they tell her, girl, you're in trouble, bitch. You done threw hot coffee on this hoe, and girl don't look good because he's nasty, girl. He's coming for you, this thing, period. We're going to try to figure out how to get you a lawyer to keep you out of jail because that's what you look. Girl, you hitting that jail time right now. And you want some other stuff. Girl, sit down. So they go through all that with her. Tiffany, because at this point, she's, Naomi's being Naomi. She gonna say, where the hell is Rashida? Rashida ain't show up for me. Rashida ain't called. Girl, Rashida got her own issues going on. But then she starts in with the Jeff. Like, why would Jeff, what have I ever done to him? For him to allow that to go on, girl, you are absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. But I'll tell you why, girl, because they all part of a little boys circle. But anyway, so she's going through all of that, and Tiffany jumps in. Not Tiffany, I'm sorry. Bridget jumps in trying to smooth over the pastor's behavior. And when I tell you Naomi ate. She ate Tiffany. Do you understand? I keep saying Tiffany, Bridget. She ate Bridget. Honey, Bridget was over there looking stupid because Bridget had got there by this time. Girl, she ate Bridget. She ate Bridget and gave her ass to her. Miss Thing, you can't even take care of yourself and that man that you're trying to take care of. Why are you talking to me? You're their lapdog and their gopher. Stop it. Stop talking to me. Stop trying to sell him to me, girl. I don't want to hear it. You can't even take care of yourself, but you over there taking care of somebody else's baby at your house. Take care of him. Leave me alone. I said, oh, girl. And when she said, I'm just going to leave. They're like, no, we're all leaving. Girl, she ate her, girl. Let her leave. But Tiffany, she really gave you what you needed, girl. Shut up. Just shut up. So that was a whole big mess. So she does the whole, I want to sue them. They're like, girl, no, you got a whole criminal act going on. So everybody's leaving. They told her, listen, we're going to come back later. We're going to been out all night in these clothes and carrying on. We're going to come back. We're going to hook it up. We're going to help you clean up and all of that there. They go to head out to the car. I said, oh, Geneva, you is one nasty bitch. Geneva put Tiffany out of her car. Because Tiffany is she's still in La La Land. She ain't even connected to what's really going on. She's over in Javon land. And Geneva was like, oh, if you really think you get a ride in my car and tell me all about this date that you done set up with him for tonight, bitch, you got me all the way messed up. She put her out of her car, honey, and told Bridget to drive her where she was going. And Tiffany said, well, wait a minute. You got to drive past my house to get home. She said, yeah, but I got phone calls I need to make, private phone calls. Bitch, you ain't getting in my car, child. I was like, I said, Geneva, you is a nasty piece of bitch. That was nasty. That was nasty work, girl. But I said, oh, that was ugly. That was really, really ugly. She ends up going on home. All that William doing his thing. He's like, I made you some breakfast and this, that, and the other, and I think you should take the day off and this, that, thing, and the other. She said, I'm not even going to eat. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take this stuff off. And he's like, I'm going to take the baby to school. And then I'm going to come back, I'll check on you. But you need to rest. You need to go lay down, whatever. She like, all right, she's sitting there eating a little bit of the fruit off the plate. But before she got there, that damn diabolical Javon had called William and tried to invite William and Geneva to double date with them tonight. He just don't stop. He is nasty and he is vengeful. And he is very much, if I can't have you, then you can't be happy. That's it. If I can't have you, you can't be happy. Either I'm going to have you the way I want to have you, or I'm going to be your worst nightmare. I'm going to terrorize you. I'm not just going to not have you. I'm going to terrorize you to the point that when I decide to destroy what you have going on. But if I can't have you, it ain't happening. And you're not going to be happy. You're not going to not let me have you. Like I said, what is the best word for it? Diabolique. Honey, he is diabolical. He is diabolical. And ain't nobody got no time for that. When he picked up that phone and called William with that mess, I said, oh. This is just too much. It's just too much. Now, Geneva, you got all this going on, but you still can't get out of your shit that you got going on, girl. You literally done followed William up to the school. And then seeing him with the broad, with the yoga pants, he done gave her some little flower and all of that. Now, William, you done got busted. And I'm just waiting to hear whatever the little story that you may tell about this. But, William.
The footage says it's a lie, bitch.
It ain't happening. We seen you. We seen you. You can't explain your way out of it. It's a mess. But the thing is, Geneva, you're not in the position to even push it forward. Like, you're not. Like, you are so deep. Like, you got paternity hanging in the balance. You got a man literally terrorizing y'all. Girl, really? And you following, you didn't even change the dress. You still had the dress on and following up to the school.
Just stop that whining. Just stop it.
Knock it off. But I'm like, wow, you really are self-absorbed. Really self-absorbed. Now I got no better word for it. She's really self-absorbed. But anyway, so that all went on. Okay. So Naomi is at home. She had changed her clothes. She half drunk now, and she didn't decided she got a plan. Okay. She got a plan, so she didn't call Hakeem. She didn't call Hakeem. And she got something to say to Hakeem. He in the bed with whoever, I guess he not at work. He's over laying up with who he chooses to lay up with. So he's on his own time. And she's telling him, get over here. I need to see you. Get over here. And he's thinking, it's another little transaction. Gonna go over there and bang her around a little bit. And she's like, get over here. You got 15, 20 minutes, whatever. He's like, I'll be there in an hour. They're perfect to work together. They're, again, more diabolique, honey. They're perfect. He ain't think about her, and she thinks she controlling something, but he like, you ain't controlling me, bitch. You crazy. So the two of them are like perfect for each other. They are like the Bonnie and Clyde that we need. She gets him over there. He come in an hour like he chooses to. Like, he just ain't gonna let her do him. And she's going to say, you said you can help. He's like, what happened to your house? Like, this, that, thing, and the other. She's like, yeah, I got somebody broke in. This, that, thing, and the other. So then she's telling him, I think I need you to handle it. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. So she goes around and around, and then she basically tells him, can you remove a person? How deep are you willing to go when you said you could handle things? Can you remove a person? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, all right, cool. I'm going up and getting to bed. Take your clothes off and get on up there, because I done made her hot, child. And what he do? Get up, take his clothes off, going up there to go get into bed with her. Hakeem and Naomi are the old, nasty, weird couple that we definitely need. It's very soap opera-ish, but for the drama of it all, I'm here for it. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But yeah, they're like toxic. They're like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith that we need for this. I said, oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Both of them was dangerous. Last thing, you got Rashida over there fussing back and forth with old boy. She's basically telling him, he's like, you can open the door yourself. Like, you're sitting here like, I don't get it. Jeff, Because he's self-absorbed, him and his daughter. I don't get it. All you have to do is just open the door and let yourself out. Like, I don't get it. What is your problem? I'm talking bad to her, okay? And that's what she got to tell him. She's telling him about herself. And in the midst of her telling him about herself, the phone rings. The phone rings. She said, see what I mean? And he looking at the phone. She said, everybody, it don't matter what's going on. It's everybody before me. Everybody and whatever they got going on before me. Like, I am first. What part are you missing? And she's like, just answer it. Answer it. So she snaps the phone and she clicks it on. It's Myron. And Myron, are you in the car, babe? Can we talk? Baby, she looked at that first. I said, girl, pick your face up, honey. We've been waiting for the punchline since the first 30 seconds of this episode, girl. We knew where Tyler was going. You the one didn't know, girl. Myron got your man and gone, honey. That's why the door didn't get open. That's why the door didn't get open. That's why that queen that you're married to was laying up in that bed like she was the lady of the house. Because she is. See you in the next episode. Ah!